A video for a customer who wants more info on these Vauxhall Ha VIva HAs. So this HA has got a lot of cuts out of it. As you can see, it's had a cut in the passenger lower guard, and the only real good in it, there's a wasp there, better stay clear, he's obviously angry at me, or angry, there's two of them. The chassis legs on them, the actual part of the monocoque system, these chassis legs from memory were okay. This car was just dumped here in the last 2 or 3 months. I was going to try and put on a pallet, but at the time the forklift, that's where I could get it, and it was up the top, but I was trying to clear the top for trucks and all sorts. So I only really keep this body for the chassis legs off the monocoque. So that's a sort of an annoying job to do, but the leg itself is savable out of it. But the cuts that are in this body, like that bottom guard, and you can see some bits, I'll show you up here, you know, bits like the back of the partial shelf, and there's possibly bits in the boot here that might have been cut away. There's bits inside, like this bit over here, that have been cut out, and I believe that that's what they've cut out and used as patches for the body that's down here. But this body here, I don't think I've got the doors for it. I've got, there might be a door or two here. There might be a door or two up there for it, but really it's just mainly just for the chassis leg. Maybe the windscreen, if you want the windscreen out of it, if it's not cracked, and just use it as patch panels in general. Sorry about the wind noise again, but yeah, that there's just the parts Viva, nothing really fancy in it. The other Vauxhall Ha VIva that I've got is down here, and it's reg on hold, so in New Zealand that means you can go and get it once it's all back together and up to a warrantable standard. It's easy to just put it back through its inspection and get it back on the road. Now this Vauxhall Ha VIva HA looks really good in photos and videos and that, but I don't know what they've cut out, you know what I mean? So like, they cut and pasted around the top of the window there, but it doesn't look like they finished the welding, and it's got rust along here, along there, that needs to be done. But it's a straight car, it is a straight car, but I don't really know. It's full of rubbish which will need getting out. The floors look okay, they've got guards and all the panels for it, but when you start looking at it, it needs a lot of work, you know, in the front balance, whether you can cut it out the other one, you know what I mean? But he's done a lot of work to this than that, but it is a straight car. The sill's going on this side, but I know the chassis leg is gone, as you can see on the driver's one there, in between the twigs. You shouldn't be able to do that with the chassis leg. It's a shame in general, because it is a tidy little two-door. Realistically, there's no other parts other than the body panels there with it, unless you want to dump it on a Mazda Miata chassis or really hot rod it. The rust work is repairable for the right person, but it's probably a bit too much for a lot of people to take on as a project. I know there was fiberglass repairs. Yeah, I'll show you the fiberglass repairs, which are really bad in it, and that's what's sort of a bit of a shame really, that someone would endeavour to fiberglass instead of doing steel repairs. It might have been okay because it's hidden behind the guards, but it just isn't a safe thing, you know. Like, I don't know what's behind the fiberglass, that's the thing. So yeah, it's bad. I'll show you that. Okay, this is just dodgy repairs as far as I'm concerned. The fiberglass repair, and I mean it's solid, but are they hiding behind this rust? You see the rust there? Are they hiding behind that? So from here down. So from about here, you can see the fiberglass repair that someone's done in here, and they've gone right up into there. So I don't understand why someone would fiberglass a steel body. It just seems very rude. And to repair that properly, I mean, it looks like they've cut here as well. See how rough that's been cut away, you know, with a disc cutter and that. I just feel that maybe it's too far gone, the body. So that's why I've sort of sat on it, because I don't really know what to do with it. So it needs its floor done, which is a flat panel, and you can see roughly underneath it. But yeah, in the UK, this is actually quite a rust-free Vauxhall Ha VIva HA, but it's whether you want to do something with it. The doors as well, they're starting to go. You just see the bottom there. It's repairable. You know what I mean? It's just the bottom of the doors, and you know that guard's starting to go like that. So whether even like putting a tubular chassis, you know, on it, and then just using the skin of the body, being Reg on hold, then it's only certification side of things you're really dealing with, getting everything certified. You really would need to possibly find another HA that's in worse condition and make 1 out of 2 or 1 out of 3, because I would sell both bodies together because, but maybe it's too much work for someone. It seems a shame because it is a straight Viva, but I don't know if it's too much work for you to restore it. But it's got needs a lot of body work, and it looks really tidy from this sort of angle and distance, but when you get up and close, you'll be chasing a lot of previous people's repairs or someone's failed attempt of trying to restore it. I don't know. Me personally, if I was to do something with it, I would possibly do something like tubular chassis on it, and try and graft something in, or even find like a Ute chassis or like a Suzuki Vitara four-wheel drive chassis that's got that sort of wheelbase, you know, not to make it four-wheel drive, but that's kind of cool, but sort of make it so it's you know, you can bolt the body to the chassis, so then it's got a separate structure, and that way any of the bodywork that you're doing to it isn't actually affecting it too much. But yeah, hopefully that's of assistance to you.